Okay, fine. Uh, this is your paper style. You need not know it, but this section A, 5 MCQ, 5 VSQ, 1 mark each, total 10 mark. Okay. Then 4 question, each is of 2 marks. 8. 4 questions, each of 3 marks. Total is 12. And 2 questions, 5 marks each. Here you will be given internal option. Okay. And 10 mark. Total is 40.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, will there be graphs from chapter 3?
Yeah, I can ask, means not to plot on a graph paper, but you can be asked to show the nature of graph. So which you can draw on a simple piece of paper. Like if I ask you, draw a graph of uniform velocity, then you will draw like this, right? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes.
This is wrong. You will not get marks. You have to write X and here T. Now it is correct. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So this kind of means you will not be given coordinates to put on graph paper and then stretch a line, not like that. Okay. Okay, now your turn from chapter 1. You have got any question? This meeting will keep short. It is mainly purpose of this meeting is mainly to target your difficulties or hard spots.
Sir,
Yes.
second chapter exercise we haven't done.
So have I taught? Say no. Say no.
Pardon,
No,
please,
sir.
sir.
Have I taught numericals from chapter 3 from exercise?
Textual, not
Textual.
exercise.
Okay, textual not taught. Then can I ask question from that part?
Yes, sir.
How can
Yes,
I?
sir.
Yes, sir.
How can I, when I have not explained numericals, can I ask numericals? If it is taught, I can ask. If it is not taught, I will not ask. So moral of the story, as I said, syllabus is whatever that I have discussed, taught, is the syllabus. Thing which is not taught is not in the syllabus. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
Yes.
sir, in basis of numericals, we have most of done the significant figures and calculation of all types of error.
All types of error, right? Correct. So related to that, I can ask. I have a right. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
And sir, in textbook exercise, we have done up to 2.12.
Yeah. So up to 2.12, I can ask. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that's the I'm putting in a very being a from physics you have to learn this, that keep your things as simple as possible. And what I said, whatever that I have taught from textual illustrations, numericals, or exercise numericals, is the syllabus. If I have not taught, I have taught theory, then theory is in the syllabus. But if I have not taught examples of based on that theory, I will not ask it. Am I clear? And suppose we have done some derivation based on dimensional analysis. We have done one kind of derivation. I can ask another kind of derivation, but similar. It should not look new to you entirely. So trust me, nothing that is not taught would be seen in the paper. Okay?
Yes.
You'll be very
Yes,
glad
sir.
to see the paper.
Oh, sir.
No, you are going to remember me. Remember my words. Of course, it depends upon in these 24 hours how much effort you are putting in. That's going to matter. If you are putting good effort, tomorrow by this time you will be jubilant. Okay. Okay. Now let me share PDF. Chapter 2. Chapter 1. There is nothing to revise. We will start with chapter 2. What you should be knowing. First off, let me ask you. You have come across any doubt which needs revision? Tell me now.
No, sir.
Okay. So these bold words are there, no? You should be knowing the definitions. What is a unit? Fundamental unit, derived unit. Types of systems: CGS, FPS, MKS, and lastly SI. Their names and what each alphabet stands for. Solid angle definition, plane angle definition, units, right? It should be known to you. So what is radian? Hello? What is radian?
Unit of plane angle.
Plane angle. And what is formula for plane angle? Answer is there on the screen.
D theta is equal to ds upon r.
So that formula, but how would you read it in words?
Arc upon radius.
Arc upon radius. And how do you spell this formula? Solid angle equal to
For solid angle,
yeah.
Area upon radius.
solid angle is equal to area upon radius square.
Okay. How do you read this? This. What is this?
D omega.
Now
Omega.
this omega here stands for. What's the d omega stands for?
Steradian.
Steradian.
Steradian. Okay. Now these are the quantity names and the symbols. This is very trivial. This part you need not cram. Okay. This definition will not come. Okay, then how do you measure large distances, like you got moon or star or any other planet? How do you measure the diameter of it? What they are called, by the way? Shall I call them astronomical objects?
Yes, sir.
If I say celestial object,
Celestial body.
The
or
celestial bodies.
celestial body. Okay. Okay. So you should be knowing what is definition of parallax method, what is called parallax, what is basis, and using that you should be able to derive distance of a distant planet from Earth using this parallax method. Right?
Sir, finding the distance of a celestial body or a diameter of a celestial body like this sums will be asked.
Yeah, it can be asked. Two questions are there. One is finding distance, which is there right now on your screen. Then there are these examples which we have done earlier. And then, where is that? Yeah. This is for finding both the method I have taught, no? Finding distance d and finding size of the planet. Okay. Then oleic acid part, somebody had asked me doubt, but I have postponed it. So to remind me in coming days, we'll cover this part. Okay, after your exam gets over.
So,
Yes.
in chapter 3, you are told it is up to only 3.3 in syllabus. So, we have to do whole chapter or
No.
else you have written that.
See here.
In whole syllabus, it was up to 3.3.
This is 3.3, these graphs, right?
Yes.
Okay, up to 3.3. Correct. Up to means this 3.1 we have done. So 3.1 included.
Yes, sir.
Right? The graphs included.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
but in chapter 3, most of we have, I think, not done the numericals.
So see, this is numerical. This is that no on your screen right side. Okay, I can convert into numerical. Then based upon this, I can find a numerical. This from figure 3.1. Okay. Okay. Then in chapter 2 we had these conversions. So conversions are important this year and next year both. Then we had topic the range of mass goes from extremely small 10 raised to minus 30 to observable universe.
Sir,
Yes,
sir, use of calculator is permitted or not permitted?
not permitted. Okay. Then we have got extended discussion on accuracy and precision. What is accuracy and precision? Both are different or same? Hello?
Different, sir.
Difference.
Different.
Different. So you should be knowing definition and this all these errors and the explanation is part unimportant. You can be asked to write a note on instrumental error, personal error, what are systematic errors, what causes random error, what causes experimental error. Okay. What about
The box.
which box? This box is only for information. This no table 2.5. No need to cram anything from this. It is only for your reference. Okay, then list count error and all this derivation we have made, and we have spent enough time on this. Do you remember?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you explain again why delta and delta B are small,
Yeah. So
so we ignore them?
and always ask question with confidence. Okay, you have a right to ask question and I'm supposed to answer. Okay, so question is why delta A and delta B are small. Okay, now what are delta A and delta B?
Errors.
Delta A, all right, it is absolute. If I put this, it becomes absolute error in A. Now we being level-headed person, when we go for measurement of A, we'll try to minimize the error or maximize the error.
Minimize.
Minimize the error.
So actual value is A, which we are never going to get, but what we'll get, it is going to be A plus or minus delta A, where this is small variation. Why small variation? You are a VC student, so intelligent student. So when you perform the experiment or perform the measurements, you took due care, you used proper method, you used proper calculation, and so variation was very small, right? And they are, when along with a, they are not negligible, but when you take delta a square, it tends to 0. Let's say a value was 1 and delta a was 0.1. So you will write answer as a plus or minus delta a. So 1 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 0.1 unit, whatever it is. Okay, so here it is to be added, it is not negligibly small. But somewhere, if it is delta a square you have to take, it means you are going to take 0.1 square, which is 0.01. Now this is negligible. Are you getting my point? Same way, say delta a was 0.1, delta b was 0.2. So if I multiply delta a delta b, it is 0.1 into 0.2, it is 0.02. Now look at the value of the product. Individually values are not negligibly small, but the product of these two small number is so small, we can say it is 0. Okay, sir? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now see, because of you, many students got the benefit. Some of them might be having doubt, but they were not knowing, or maybe they were feeling shy. So,
Sir,
yes,
sir, can you please solve one example of calculation of errors?
okay, let us solve.
Sir, solve example 2.12.
2.12.
Sir, not in exercise.
Oh. Mm, 2.12. This is 2.8, 2.11, 2.12. Yes, this one. Okay, so shall we actually go ahead with 2.12?
Sir, 2.12, I think it is not for the calculation of error.
No, it is based upon error only. What is the accuracy in the determination of G? That's the question. So it belongs to that error part. Okay. You want something like this to be solved? Okay. This one, shall we? 2.7?
Yes, sir. 2 point less, just like 2 point, just 2.7.
Okay. So if you understand 2.7, similar one you can solve, n number of example you can solve. Okay. So after 2.7, I'll go to 2.11. 2.1 or 2.12? Okay, never mind. You are measuring period. Period means time taken to complete one oscillation. Object is simple pendulum. You made repetitive measurements. Successive measurement means repeated measurements. And you got 5 different values. Each time it was different. The question is, what is the true value? Answer is, if you find average of all this, you get true value T. So answer was 13.12 by 5. So 2.62. So what is 2.62?
True value.
True value. So none of the observation is correct. This observation is not the observation, but this calculated value is the correct one. The moment you look at that, you will come to know that actually first observation was 2.63. It had an error of 0.01. So this is error in measurement 1, delta A1. This is delta A2, negative 0.06. This is delta A3, and same way delta A4 or delta T4 and delta T5. Okay. Now here they have taken arithmetic mean of absolute error. Now when you take absolute error, no? What is absolute error? Are these absolute errors?
No.
No, these are not absolute error, okay? Because negative sign is there, but if you consider all the values are positive, then they are called absolute errors. And you find mean of that, then on an average, what was the error? 0.11 second. This is your mean
Sir?
absolute error. Yes?
सर ये क्वेश्चन 7 है तो उसमें एब्सोल्यूट एरर कौन सा आएगा पूरा यानी
किसमें?
क्वेश्चन 7 के लिए
Question?
यानी ये एग्जांपल 7 है ना हाँ इसमें यानी तो इसमें एब्सोल्यूट एरर कौन सा गिनाएगा
इसमें से ये जो पूरा लिस्ट, इसमें से कोई भी आपको पूछे, कोई कि आपने एक्सपेरिमेंट किया पूछे कि आपका पीरियोडिक टाइम क्या है. इफ़ यू आर आस्क्ड व्हाट इज़ पीरियोडिक टाइम, सो यू विल नॉट स्पीक एनीथिंग फ्रॉम दिस लिस्ट. इसमें से कुछ भी नहीं बोलना है. आप क्या बोलेंगे? इट इज़ 2.62. ये जो एवरेज निकला था ना,
हाँ
so if you are asked what is periodic time, okay, your experiment is over, yes, what did you find? Periodic time of a simple pendulum. Okay, what's the value? You will say it is 2.62. Then you will be asked, okay, did you made errors in that? Yes. What is absolute error in that? You will say 0.11. None of this, right? Because experiment, observation to observation, these values were varying, but on an average, what was the error? 0.11 second. Are you getting me?
यस सर
Okay. Then if you are asked that, okay, finally what is your answer? What is periodic time of oscillation? You will say it is 2.62 plus or minus 0.11 bracket complete second. This is your conclusion. So you are telling the true value is this much, but when you will go for measurements, you are bound to get some variation. Either it is up to 0.11 or as low as negative 0.11 or any value in between. It means your answer would vary anywhere between 2.73 and 2.51. इसमें से कोई भी एक वैल्यू आपको मिलेगी. किसी को भी एक्सपेरिमेंट करना है करके देख ले. ठीक है. फिर दूसरा होता था कि व्हाट इज परसेंट रिलेटिव एरर. सो व्हाट इज रिलेटिव एरर? इज द रेशियो ऑफ mean absolute error. What is this 0.1? Mean absolute error. And what is 2.6? True value. This ratio is called relative error. But if you multiply it with 100, it becomes
percentage error.
Percentage error.
So this is the relation between relative error and percentage error. Okay. Then this question, two 2.12. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Have I kept video recording of that solution on YouTube? Never mind. I'm repeating it.
Don't know, sir.
Never mind. So you tell me which formula is involved here? T
Sir?
equal, yes.
Sir, have you started recording?
Yeah, I have started. So number one thing which I need to write down, T equal to pi root L by G. True value of L is 20 centimeter. Delta L error is 1 mm, that is 0.1 centimeter. Number of oscillations are 100. Time taken to complete 100 oscillation 90 seconds. And delta T is 1 second.
Sir,
Okay.
what is the meaning of resolution?
Resolution means your precision. सो
Okay.
एरर कितना आएगा, प्लस और माइनस 1 सेकंड का एरर है इसमें, ठीक है. व्हाट इज एक्यूरेसी इन द डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ जी. So when I was been speaking, I was writing, and that is here, right? Okay, now see in the text, we are finding delta g by g into 100, percentage error in g, right? Or it is given solved in a very short way, but we'll go systematically from this given data. I'm interested in delta g by g into 100. This is my answer. So my target is, first I have to find what is g, then I'll find delta g. First step, find g. Second step, find delta g. Third step, find delta g by g. And last step, delta g by g into 100. If I'll do, I'll get the answer. This is the blueprint. This is given, and these are the signboards on the highway. Okay, so first step here, if t equal to 2 pi root L by g, if I square it, t square equal to 4 pi square L by g. Okay, now what shall I
Yes,
do?
sir.
G is made subject, 4 pi square L by t square, right? See, I got this answer here. First part is over. Now what I need to get? Delta g, and then delta g by g. Now we had one rule of division. If z equal to a by b square, if it would have been there, I could write delta z by z equal to delta a by a plus twice delta b by b. Do you understand this? We have derived that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I can
Yes, sir.
okay, I can continue this. So same rule if I apply here, then delta g by g. Now 4 pi are both are constants, so no error would be produced by them. But here again the delta L by L plus 2 delta t by t. Here we completed second and third both, because look, what was second? To find delta g, and third was delta g by g, right? But now here, if you look at this formula, you will experience there is a problem. Delta L is given, L is given, nowhere delta t is given, nor you know about t. नीचा हो गया. What we are given here? Delta t, it is small delta t, it is total time taken, and we know the total duration for 100 oscillations, whereas formula wants capital delta t. So what I do? Here we'll have detour. You know, if time is t second, number of oscillation, I like number of oscillations here. For an oscillation, it takes t second. One oscillation, how long it will take? So it's going to be t by n. This is time taken for one oscillation. We call it periodic time t. T equal to t by n. Okay. So shall I write then? Let me get one more page.
So do we have to rejoin?
Oh yeah, yes. Okay. I'm continuing it over here. Okay. So once I have got t equal to t by n, if I write delta t, I would write delta t by n. Right or wrong? What is error in t? Same as error in delta t. Now see, delta t we got. What we need is delta t divided by t. So in this formula, what I do, divide by t. So here it becomes delta t by t equal to delta t n into t. Can I write?
Yes, sir.
Equal to delta t divided by n. But what is t? T by n. So on the right side I write t by n. Why I am writing that? Because this n will get cancelled. So what will I get? Delta t by t equal to delta t by small t. Right? So can I write this here instead of delta t by t? Now what can I write? Hello, सुई गया बता?
Delta small t upon t.
हाँ. So delta g by g equal to delta L by L plus 2 delta t by t. दिमाग की बत्ती जली?
Yes,
सर
sir.
हम पहले ही टी को यानी कैपिटल टी ले ले तो
Oh, then you means for you t, which is periodic time, time for one oscillation, and small t, time taken for 100 oscillations, both are same? No.
नो सर.
So we cannot do abruptly like that. We have to go through a systematic way. Okay. Now rest of the story. Now delta L is 0.1, L was 20 plus 2, delta T is 1 and time taken was 90, and then blah blah blah. These I'm not supposed to explain. But whatever the answer, suppose you got answer X. So this is delta G by G. So in last step, you multiply with 100 and X into 100 equal to full marks. Okay?
Yes, sir.
सर
Yes, धैर्य.
सर आई हैव अ डाउट, लेकिन सर वो टेक्स्ट बुक के बाहर का है.
तो थोड़ा उसको अंदर बुलाओ.
सॉरी सर, योर वॉइस इज नॉट क्लियर.
उसको थोड़ा अंदर बुला लो और मेरे को बताओ.
ओके सर. सर इन इक्वेशन y is equal to x square cos square into 2 pi beta gamma upon alpha.
Dimensional analysis.
Yes sir.
So what's the question?
Sir, the question is equation in an equation y is equal to x square cos square 2 pi into beta gamma upon alpha.
Beta gamma upon alpha. Yes.
Alpha.
Okay.
Sir, the units of x, alpha and gamma are given as meter, 1 upon second and 1 upon meter and 1 upon meter per second.
Okay. What is unit of x?
Meter.
Meter. Alpha.
Sir, the unit of alpha is 1 upon second. And sir, the unit of alpha is equal to 1 upon meter per second. Sorry, unit of beta is equal to 1 upon meter per second, sir.
Beta.
Yes, sir.
Is 1 upon Yes, there you are. Is there? Yeah, there you are. Can you repeat what is unit of x?
Sir, the unit of x is meter.
Unit of alpha 1 upon second,
Yes, sir.
and unit of beta.
1 upon meter per second.
So second upon meter, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, then the units of y and gamma are
Y and gamma. See, one thing. This is cos of theta. We consider this unitless. So forget about
Yes,
this
sir.
part, right?
Yes, sir.
Now unit of x is meter, and so unit of y is going to be meter square. Okay. Now
Okay.
what is left is gamma. Now this beta gamma upon alpha equal to unitless, right? So now we want to unit of gamma, right? So gamma equal to
Yes, sir.
unitless into unit of alpha upon unit of beta. So unit of alpha is 1 upon second, and unit of beta is second upon meter, right? So
Yes.
meter per second square is going to be acceleration.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay. Thank you, sir.
welcome. Okay, now fire your.
सर ऐसा आ सकता है क्वेश्चन?
ये थोड़ा आपको टफ पड़ जाएगा. इन द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द ईयर आई शुड नॉट आस्क, लेकिन आप आपकी जब टर्मिनल आएगी तब मैं ये सब पूछ सकता हूँ ऐसा.
Yes, sir.
अभी तो आई मूव अराउंड टेक्स्ट, टेक्सचुअल और टेक्स्ट में जो दिया गया है उससे मिलता जुलता ही पूछूंगा, लेकिन थोड़ा वक्त जाने के बाद आई गो टू द लेवल 2. राइट नाउ वी आर एट लेवल 1. If you want to practice this kind of, I'll send one worksheet, send it. Once I send it, you solve it leisurely. You will enjoy. Okay. Okay, now see, fire your doubts. See, rules for significant figures less likely to be asked, but based upon that examples are more likely to be asked. Okay, because that tests both the aspect, whether you know the rules and you know how to use it. It is like that you know how to swim and you can actually swim. You know the rules of swimming and you really can swim in a swimming pool.
Sir, the rules of significant figures, we have to cram them.
No, why to cram? If you can understand, cramming is required when you don't understand. So proper word would be you have to remember it, and the key to remember is understanding. Okay.
सर एक्सरसाइज ये चैप्टर 2 की सकती है?
Exercise 2 की.
चैप्टर 2 की आ सकती है?
हाँ, उसमें से जितना हमने किया है उससे रिलेटेड आ सकता है.
ओके सर.
Okay, anything else? Chapter 3 was okay? All the definition, difference between path length, the displacement, graph, understanding of the graph, average velocity and speed. Fine, sir? Shall I
Fine,
conclude
sir.
the meeting then? I wouldn't like to waste your time. You have got time to read.
ओके सर, बाय.
Okay, say goodbye to me. and wish you all the best for tomorrow's exam.
Bye.
Goodbye, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye,
Goodbye,
sir.
sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.